In the year 1315, Europe was at the threshold of one of its darkest chapters. The continent, lush and fertile, had sustained its people for centuries through agriculture. But as the skies darkened with ominous clouds and the rains fell relentlessly, the seeds of despair were sown. This era, known as the Great Famine of 1315 to 1317, was a calamity that few could have foreseen. Crops, the lifeline of survival, rotted in the fields, unable to bear the unyielding downpour. The very harmony that nature and man had shared was shattered, and with it, the stability of life. The famine altered the landscape of society in profound ways. From sprawling villages to the fortified manors, the tension was palpable. In one such manor, young Elise, a spirited farm girl, watched helplessly as her father, once full of vigor, succumbed to the ravages of hunger and hopelessness. For many, including Elise, these years were more than a test of survival. It was a trial of resilience. Each day, she toiled in what remained of their fields, scavenging for anything that would sustain her family. Her mother, frail and tearful, whispered prayers to the heavens, hoping for mercy from the relentless skies. As the summer of despair stretched into a winter of desperation, rumors began to circulate through villages about the king's response. Many hoped for relief, for a miracle that would restore their livelihoods. King Edward II, however, was in his struggle, ensnared by political pressures and the weight of a staggering economy. Amid the dire circumstances, Elise found rare moments of solace in her brother, Thomas, who chose wit and humor over despair. His tales of brave knights and distant lands offered an escape, however brief, from the bleak reality. The famine was not singular in its wrath. It provoked outbreaks of disease, heightened mortality rates, and thrust Europe into a period of economic decline. Yet, despite the relentless adversity, an indomitable spirit emerged among the people. They found ways to adapt, to create new agricultural practices and communal support systems that would lay foundations for resilience. By 1318, as the rains ceased and the sun tentatively graced the weary land, Europe began its slow journey towards recovery. Families that had been fractured mended with time, though scars of loss and lessons of that harsh winter were indelible. Elise's village, much like others, emerged stronger, with its people bonded in shared hardship. Her father's passing was a poignant reminder of mortality, but also of a legacy of strength. While the Great Famine cast its shadow over Europe, it also lit the flame of perseverance, a testament to human ingenuity and fortitude in the face of overwhelming odds. And as the Middle Ages unfolded, these lessons became woven into the cultural fabric, shaping a continent forever changed by its trials. The Great Famine is remembered not only for its suffering, but as a crucible that forged new paths forward, leading Europe gradually towards the Renaissance, where creativity and rebirth would flourish anew.